Here in the US, your credit score, it's kind of this invisible force that controls almost every part of your financial life. It's the key that gets you better interest rates, helps you get approved for that apartment you want, and can even change how much you pay for insurance. It is a huge deal.
And when you see a number like 700 plus, it's easy to think, oh man, that's going to take years of complicated work to get to. But what if I told you that's not really true? Reaching that score is way faster and way more achievable than you probably believe, even if you're starting from absolute zero.
So if you're looking at that score right now and it feels totally out of reach, stick with me. In this explainer, we're going to tear that idea down. I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step blueprint to go from no credit or even bad credit to a fantastic score. It's really all about understanding how the game is played. So what are the rules of the game? To build your score, you got to know what makes it tick, right? What makes it go up and what makes it crash down. And guess what? It's not some big secret. It's actually just a formula. Okay, check this out. This is the whole game right here. Your score is made up of 5 things, but look closely at how much each one matters. Payment history, that's a massive 35%. And credit utilization, basically how much of your available credit you're using, is another 30%. Do the math, that's 65% of your entire score. So what does that mean? It means if you can just nail 2 things, paying your bills on time, every time, and keeping your balances low, you've already won most of the battle. The other pieces matter, yeah, but these 2, they're the heavy hitters, for sure.
All right, so let's start building. For anyone who's new to credit, or maybe you've had some bumps in the road, the absolute best place to start is with what's called a secured credit card. Think of it as your front door into the entire credit system.
And it's so much simpler than it sounds. Here's the deal. You give the bank a small, refundable security deposit, like say $200. That $200 then becomes your credit limit. That's it. You use it just like a regular credit card, the bank reports your good behavior to the credit bureaus, and here's the best part. After about 5 or 6 months of solid on-time payments, a lot of banks will just upgrade you to a regular, unsecured card and give you your deposit back. It's like credit building with training wheels. But, and this is super important, you have to use it the right way. The goal here isn't to go on a shopping spree. The goal is to build a history that proves you're reliable. So all you do is make 1 or 2 tiny purchases a month. A coffee, your Netflix subscription, whatever. Just to show it's active. Then, and listen up, because this is crucial, you pay the balance off in full before the due date. Seriously, set up autopay right away. It's your safety net. If you follow these super simple rules, you could see your score jump by 50, maybe even 100 points in just a few months. It's wild.
Okay, so once that secured card is humming along, sending good vibes to the credit bureaus, it's time to hit the gas. Our next tool is basically a way to leverage someone else's great credit history to give yours a massive boost. And I am not kidding when I say this. This is the fastest way to boost your score, period. So how does it work? Well, the trick is to ask someone you trust, usually a parent or a close family member, who has like an A+ credit report. You're looking for someone who's had a credit card for a long, long time, has never missed a payment, and keeps their balances super low. Their fantastic credit habits are what you're about to borrow, in a way. And here's the magic trick. You don't even need to have their card. You don't need to touch it or use it. The second they add you as an authorized user to their account, their entire positive history for that card, we're talking its long age, its perfect payment record, gets copied and pasted right onto your credit report. It's like an instant credit history transplant. It's incredible.
All right, tool number 3. This one's kind of like a secret weapon, and it's designed to beef up that credit mix slice of the pie we saw earlier. It's called a credit builder loan. Now, this thing works kind of backwards from a regular loan, which is what makes it so cool. A lender will take a small chunk of money, maybe $500, and lock it away in a savings account for you. You can't touch it. Then, for about a year, you make small monthly payments to pay off that loan you can't access. Every single one of those payments gets reported as a positive mark on your credit history. And then at the very end, the account unlocks and you get all of your money back. So you've basically just forced yourself to save money while building amazing credit. It's a win-win.
So why bother with this? Well, remember that credit mix factor? A credit card is called revolving credit. A loan like this is installment credit. They're 2 different things, and having both on your report shows lenders that you can handle different kinds of debt responsibly. It really helps round out your profile and gives that part of your score a nice little boost.
Okay, so we've got the tools, right? We've got the secured card, the authorized user trick, and the credit builder loan. Now let's put it all together into one simple, step-by-step game plan for the next year. But first, we got to go over the golden rules,
the absolute must-dos and the definite don'ts. On the do list, here's a pro-level tip for that utilization score. Pay your balance before the statement date, not just before the due date. Why? Because that way, the bank reports a zero or super low balance to the bureaus. It's a game changer. Now for the don'ts. These are the score killers. Do not miss a payment, not even by 1 day. Don't max out your cards. And whatever you do, don't close your oldest credit card. That shortens your credit history. Seriously, avoiding these pitfalls is just as crucial as doing everything right.
So here's your timeline. This is how it plays out. Month 1, you go out and open your 2 foundation pieces, the secured card and the credit builder loan. Month 2, you make the ask and become an authorized user. Then for months 3 through 5, your job is easy. Just be consistent. Make your tiny purchases, pay them off on time every time. By month 6, there's a good chance you'll graduate to a regular unsecured card. And by the time you hit that 12-month mark, a score in the 680 to 750 range is absolutely within your grasp.
And I want to be super clear about this. This isn't some fantasy or a get-rich-quick gimmick. This is a real, practical, and totally achievable timeline for pretty much anyone starting from square one who's willing to follow these steps.
So let's wrap it all up. Here's your blueprint boiled down to 5 key moves. 1. Start with a secured card to build your own solid foundation. 2. Become an authorized user to fast-track your progress. 3. Use a credit builder loan to diversify your credit mix. 4. Absolutely master low utilization. It's huge. And 5. Avoid those common score-destroying mistakes. That's it. That's the whole formula for success.
So there you have it. The blueprint is right in front of you. The plan is laid out step by step. The only question left is, what's the very first step you're going to take to make it happen today?